Okay, exponential growth and decay. All right, in nature, things sometimes grow slowly up or sometimes fast. I mean, don't be deceived by the picture, sometimes fast. But they either grow or decay, right? Like bacterium population grows and your money decays usually, right? Anyway, I don't know. Yeah. All right. We are going to solve a question, and this is about growth and decay. What do you think? So you have money, you're investing, and you expect it to grow. So this is going to be a growth question. So you expect to see a model like this, with a number positive on the top, an initial number, and over some period of time, the money will grow into a new amount. But we have much better symbols for this. We call the money, your initial deposit growth into over the years is called A. P is the initial deposit you make. E is the natural number 2.7, so it's a constant. And R is the growth rate. Each year, what's the interest rate is grow. And T is how long you keep your money. Usually there are 5 unknowns here. 5, right? And grow this. Usually you expect to see one unknown, and that used to be A in 4.2. We didn't know A. But in this question's applications, any other thing on the right side, P or T, one of the three, can be unknowns. All you need to do is discover what is asked, and that's your princess you're supposed to save or isolate or get all by itself. Let's read. Suppose that $25,000 from a retirement account is invested in a stock fund. After 25 years, you know your new money. Your value, your fund value is going to grow into 160,000 and some change. Okay? So all this two sentences, this statement, gives you a bunch of unknowns here. Let's identify and replace all of them one by one. So what is 25,000 stands for in A equals PERT? P. It's the initial money right now. You're depositing into this account, and after 25 years, it's going to change into something new. So we do know what P is, and that is 25 grand. Okay, E is not an unknown, it's well known a number, so I put that one next. What else do we know? I see 25 years. That's how long you'll keep your money in account. So what's 25 stands for here? What variable is that? T. So I have 25 as my T. Alright, 2 unknowns missing. R and A. Do we know the rate? Does it say anywhere in the statement your money grows 5%, 10%, 1% each year? Does it say? So we don't know that. And I feel like I want to use a red ink for that. Looks like that's our question. Find R. Do we know A, the final amount after 25 years your money grows into? Do we? Yeah, it's this. Right? 160,000 and some change. Alright? So, here is your princess. Go save him. Save her. Okay. Alright. Before even reading part A, I discovered what is asked in this question, but I just want to make sure. It says, use the continuous compounding formula, A equals PERT, use to determine the average rate of return. The question is here. Find average rate of return means R, I already knew it. R rounded to the nearest tenth and avoid rounding in intermediate steps. Again, do not compute logarithms or divisions in intermediate steps, because if you start rounding off earlier, that rounding and rounding is going to pile up and give you a bigger error. You may not hit the correct answer. So do all calculations at the very end and compute that rate. Okay? So if we take this away, we don't need part B so yet. Stay there. Okay. Alright. We need to get to the process. There are two monsters around it, 25 and 25,000, and E as well. E is kind of the structure. Our process is kept in power. So which one is first?
25,000.
And how do we cancel that? Divide. Look, it's been maybe 5th times we are doing since yesterday. You always take care of the number in front. Alright. Are you tempted to divide these two and round it off? I know you're tempted, but don't do it. Okay? When you divide these two, you will get a rounded answer. There will be an error. And they say, avoid rounding it. So I will keep this just like that. Ratio is fine. Okay? Let's see what's left on the right side. On the right side, ER 25 is what's left. On the right. On the left side, we have this ratio. Blah, blah, blah. 25,000. Okay. Now your princess and her bodyguard is locked in a room in the tower. How do you bring them down so you can hack 25 and get R by itself? How do you move them down? We take a logarithm, especially the ln one. We don't just take any random log, but ln, because ln and e comes together and cancel. And this way, these guys cancel out. Your princess is safe and secure on the ground now. Okay. However, when you introduce ln to the right, you need to put the same ln to the left. And here we go. R25 many R is ln of this stuff, right? And almost there. You need to get R alone. I have 25. How do you kill 25? Divide. All right, that's it. You've done it. All you need to do is punch in these numbers into calculator and round it off. All right, this is what you need to enter into your calculator. Always start with a, be safe, start with a parentheses. ln of, what was that stuff? 160,000.
769.76.
Divided by 25 grand. And then this whole ln was divided by 25, correct? ln of 160 stuff over 25 and divide by 25. Just you type this into your calculator as well. 0.07444. How many digits do they want? Nearest tenth of a percent. So I need to stop. So, alright, we need to first change this into percent. Percent means multiplied by this one by 100. When I multiply by 100, I get 7.44. So, here we copy this to the board first. This looks like a long digit version. But we need to first change this to percent. Percent means multiply this by 100. 1, 2. So the dot is here. So it is 7.44438 blah 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 percent. But they want the nearest tenth. So tenth is this digit, so you need to round up or down the next digit. 44, 4, right? So we round this down. 4 is closer to 0 than 10. So this is 7.4%. Agree? Am I doing right? 7.4 is it. Alright, so we're good. Alright, this is after 25 years, your money is 160,000, but that's not enough. You want it to grow into $250,000. How long more you're supposed to wait till it grows into $250,000? Is the question clear? So we're starting part B next. Here we are. Again, you start with the same formula. A equals per. You do know the rate right now, right? How much that stocks are growing is known to us. What's that number? It's 7.4%. But again, in the formula, when it comes to formula, we don't use percent, we use the decimal. So I switch this back to 0.074. That's R. And they say, how long will it take? So this is the question mark. So I call this princess. They are asking how long. So they are asking for T. Do we know the initial money? How much was our initial investment? What was it?
25,000.
Yep. It was 25 grand. It took 25 years, 25 grand grow into 160. We want it to be 250 now. I bet your answer is going to be more than 25, maybe 35 years. Okay? We want this money to grow into how much? Again, final amount is 250 right now. Okay, come on. You guys actually can foresee what you're gonna obtain here. This time R is known, T is unknown. So in the last result, instead of dividing both sides by 25, you'll have ln stuff. Instead of dividing both sides by 25, I believe we are gonna divide both sides by 0.74. If you don't trust me, let's do all the work. Repeat same steps. I'm repeating the same step except the last part. So first we kill 25,000. Same deal. Divide both sides by 25 grand. What happens if you, I told you don't divide this weight, but if it's not terminating, you don't divide. But this is terminating, right? Can you divide 250 by 25? Is it a whole nice number, beautiful number, right? Then do it. You don't have to wait till the last moment. So 250 divided by 25 is just 10, perfect 10. So sometimes you don't have to wait, just you can divide earlier. Again, I have compared this. I didn't divide here because this was ugly. I needed some rounding off. Here you're safe. It's just 10, do it then. Okay, we still need to bring our princess down. This is T. time. So I will do ln again with no difference. And ln 10 will be 0.074t. And to get to t, all you need is division. Alright, cancel, cancel. T is, whatever this number is, compute that and round off. Okay? To be safe, you can put more digits if you want after the interest. It was 448 something, but I think we'll still get the right answer like this. 31 years. How many digits do they want? Round to one decimal place. I'm rounding to one decimal place. 31.1 years. Okay. Does this answer make sense? Is it too small or too large? No. It took 25 years to grow into 160. 31 years to 250 makes reasonable, seems reasonable. Always check reasonable if your answer is reasonable or not. And this sounds right to me. Because sometimes you get only one shot. If you make a major mistake and get 3 years, so don't waste your shot for 3 years. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Any questions on this question? Well,
So where did the 250,000 from?
because they wanted to know how long will it take to make it $250,000. $250,000, 250. Okay. Here's another application. Look, the formula is the same again. PERT. I see here PERT, P-E-R-T. Instead of the letter R, they went with K. They could have go with Q, S, U, anything you wish. This time they called K. K is the growth rate this time again. Population is growing. This time there is a chart about comparison of population growth of two countries. From 2000 to 2010, January 1st, 2000 to January 1, 2010, exactly 10 years, how much the population changed. Congo changed from 50 million to 66 million. Turkey changed from 67.4 to 73.7 million. Okay? So there is some growth in both. We are wondering how big that growth rate K is for each country. Okay, let's check, let's test your logical ability to understand this question. Which country, before doing any math, which country do you think will have a bigger value in K? Which one?
Congo.
Steven says Congo. How many of you guys support Congo as bigger growth rate? 4 people? How many of you guys say Turkey has a better growth rate? So you're undecided remaining?
16 million is higher than 6 million, so it's a lot more growth.
But this number is bigger, 73 million is more than 66.
Yeah, but the base number was also bigger.
Yeah. Look, this guy already had big enough population, and it grew to only 6 million. You had a large population, you didn't add much to it. But Congo had a small population comparing to Turkey. They put 16 million, already small population, 16 million. So this is a better growth, I expect K to be on this formula bigger than 30. So if you're getting other way, K bigger in Turkey, you're doing something wrong, okay? So in part A, we will write a function of this form, P0, K, and T. P0 and K substituted and found out. You need to find out P0 and K. And you're doing that, you need to round the K to 5 decimal places. So these questions depend on a lot of calculations, actually calculators. Okay? Are you ready? Let's start with Congo. Look, they have already given us the main formula. It's this. Both countries use the same formula. Final population is initial population e to the growth rate times t. I'm doing this for Congo first. Okay? Now I need to find out K. I need to find out K. So this is the princess you're looking for. Okay? Find the value of K up to 5 decimal places. This is unknown. Find it from this chart and given data. Do we know the final population Congo grew into? Do we know it on the table? What is it? 66. That's what you're going to put here. Do we know the initial starting value of the population of Congo? Do we? What is the starting value? Like you had $50 million, you grew into $66 million. 66 is here, 50 there. Just like the previous question. 25 grand grow into 160, same deal. E to the R T, instead of R you have K. Alright, to be able to solve for K, I need to know T, time. How long did it take Congo to grow from 50 to 66? How long? Do we know it on the picture? It's 10 years. Where do you see that? Because the initial measurement was taken in 2000. The last measurement is in 2010. So I know 50 to 66 growth happened over a period of 10 years. So take this away and replace it by 10. Look, as I promised, there are 4 variables here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will always ask you one of them and give you the other 3. 1, 2, 3, fourth one, unknown. Go find it. That's your princess. I will cheat from the previous steps. Again, divide both sides by this number first. If this number is nice terminating one, if you can divide 66 by 50 and couple digits on after couple digits it stops, do it. Can you divide it? I think it's 132. Is that so? No, 13.2. Correct? Take this and divide. If it's terminating number, we're fine, and it is. Am I right? No. 1.32, of course. Alright, please take out your calculators. And double check.
It's 1.32.
1.32. Alright, this is K times 10. And now I take ln of both sides. But same deal over and over. Cancel. And these guys falls here. And we get, I will continue here, ln of 132 equals ln of 132 equals K times 10. Now we are looking for K. That means 10 must go. Alright. There you go, you've done it. K is this number. We need to round it off to 5 decimal places now. Say it if you have the number. Anyone?
2.7%.
2.7. Up to 5 decimal places though.
2.7763.
And give me one more.
1.
1. So you drop this because it's closer to 0. So we are good. That's our K. This is the growth rate for Conga. Now when it comes to writing here, it says they want the formula, right? Write a function of this form. It's this, P of t. Any year you want to measure population of Conga, you start with the initial population of 50 million and always multiply it E. K is this thing, and time. Like I wanna figure out after 25 years what's the new population. I plug in 25 year multiplied by 2.7 something, raise it to the power of E, multiply by 50, we're done. We get that number. Okay? Does it make sense? So, if two measurements, okay, this is true for any science you're working on. If you take a measurement today, and if you make another measurement 1 year later or tomorrow or 10 minutes later, you will have a new number. You can build your function by repeating all this work. You're working biology, you want to measure your bacteria growth, this is it. Or you want to change, your nitrogen levels are changing, you take two measurements, compute K, plug in it here, there you go, you have your model ready. Now you can estimate what's going to happen for a later time, t, any t. Okay? Now let's do the same thing for Turkey. And all you need to do is change 66 into 73.7, P0 into 67.4, K is still K, T is still 10. Okay? So the numbers will be just uglier. Instead of round 66, you have 67.4. So can I do it right on this one? Again. This will change. This will change. This will change. And of course the K, new K will change. I hope the number you gave me is correct. Who was that? Tucker, you were?
I said 2.7. There's only like 2 sevens,
Not like 3?
no. It's 2.77631.
Okay, let's double check. 132. Before I forget. Divide by 10. Seems like it's correct, right? Oh, you gave me a percentage. Okay. No, you don't have to change the percentage. It's just, this is not an interest question. They are not asking in percentages. You just keep K in decimals. So it's 0.02776. Okay, 0.02776. All we need to do is shift this dot into 2 decimal places. We don't need extra digits now because it's already 5. Oh, 2. I have 1 extra 7, that's what you said. Okay. Now it's correct? Okay, sounds good. Alright, let's compute this value for Turkey now. The final quantity is 67.4. Initial quantities. Initial one is now. This is initial one, right? Final quantity is 73.7. And we will divide both sides by 67.4 first. And get this number if it's terminating. I don't think so. Is it terminating? I don't think it's terminating, so I will just leave this like that. Put ln of both sides next. We put ln around this number. So I'm not computing this yet until the last moment. Okay. There we go, 673.7 over 67.4, 73.7, 67.4. All is different is this thing. These two numbers, that's it. And let's get K. ln of this divided by 10. Let's be safe, put one parenthesis around ln. 0.00893. Alright, since this is 5, do we round this up or down? The tradition is to go up. I hope we have two chances. So I will round this up to 4. Don't forget to round up. This is going to be for the last digit. Okay. Sounds good? So what is the formula for Turkey now? Anytime you're wondering the new population, all you need to do is know the initial value. You started measuring from 67 million and multiply with it with the growth rate raised into power of e. Alright, it's time to check. Same question, right? Initial value is 50 million. E raised to 0.12776. T. First, let's make the logic check. Is the growth rate of Congo better than Turkey? Is it? You sure? I see 8 here and this is 2. It looks like Turkey is bigger. I think we made a mistake.
It is another decimal place over.
Yeah. 8 has an extra 0 before 8, so it's not really. So this is like 0, 8, and this is like 27. 27 versus 8. So it's like triple. Congo is three times faster. Alright, looks like we got it. First shot. Okay? Any questions? Alright. Now, here is the real deal. You suffered a lot and built a machine. What is that machine? This is the machine you built. This gives you ability to estimate the population of Congo and Turkey, these two, anytime you wish. Like in 2010, this is the amount. Now you can measure the estimate, of course, estimate, population of Congo in 2020. In 2020, part B, what will be the population of each country? 10 more years. Oh, 10 more years is another 16 millions, because in 2000 and 2010, 16 million, another 16, is it 72? No, 82? No, this is linear. If you add another 16, it's linear increase. So this is exponential. It's not going to be 16 more. It will be something else. So we need to just enter here t, how long it passed since 2000, and compute it. So what will be the t amount you need to use for 2020? 20, right? Again, this formula measures the growth starting in 2000. If you're measuring in 2020, it's 20 more years. All you need to do is enter 20 years in t, 20 in t, right here in the formula first. So write P0, which is 50 million, Congo started with. Now its rate is 0.002, 776. And now we need to enter times 20. Please use this in parentheses, otherwise the system will think 20 is multiplying the whole thing. This is the new population of Congo in 2027. You see, it's less than 16 years. No, is it? What was our estimate? 66, 87, about 20 million more people, not 16 million. 87 point, nearest 100,000. Okay, this is tough. This is 87 million. I will multiply this by a million. 87,114,470 people and some babies. Partial humans, 0.3. You split one human into three pieces. Okay. No. We need to round this into nearest 100,000. Where is nearest 100,000? 87,100,000. Right? This is 100,000. 87,100,000. Let's go. Try here. 87.1. It says million, so that's what I type in, 87.1. Alright, how about Turkey? For Turkey, all you need to do is change initial quantity. They started with 67.6 million, right? 674. And they have a slower growth rate, so change it to slower one. It's 08 and 94. And 20 years again. They will grow into 80,595,000. That's 600,000. I round this into 600,000. So 80.6. 80.6 is my estimate. You see, Congo passed Turkey. How come? Because they have a faster growth rate. They started behind, they passed it. Right? We didn't make any mistake. 80.6. Congo will have more people than Turkey in 2000 years because why? Because why? Is it initial population more? No, the growth rate was more, is greater for Congo than Turkey. Please say correct. Yes. Good. Alright. Again, you will get frustrated a lot in this question because I bet you're not going to get the right answer in the first shot because you're going to do some rounding mistakes for sure. So try 10 minutes. If you don't get the right answer, show up in my office and show me your work. I can pinpoint your mistake, okay? We can fix it together. Or just watch the class again. If any helps, all right? If this trend continues, Congo's population will reach 90 million in what year? What year you're gonna hit 90 million, guys, in Congo? It's 87 million already in 2020. So do you expect it to be too far from 2020? By 23, maybe 24? We don't know, we need to find it. So that's our part C. What year is it gonna be? Always start with your model, your machine. You build something, you use it. What is that machine for Congo? Congo has this machine, PT. P0 was, what was the initial amount, 50? E to the 0.02776. Wow, I memorized it. And T. This is the machine for Congo, formula for Congo. For any population needs, you use this one. What is the need? We know it's going to eventually become 90 million. This is going to be 90 million. We just don't know how long. You're going to find out the T for that. T. Okay? Your princess is here. Save, go, save her. How? You need to first kill this monster and then demolish this tower, kill this bodyguard, get T all by itself. 3 steps. So let's first start with 50, 50, 50. 90 over 50, punch in, it's the terminating number, 1.8. I like Congo, their number's better, so we can compute that. And to destroy this tower, we need a cannon called LN, right? We shoot and E is gone. LN and E cancels. And I divide, now this guy falls ground, of course, and I divide both sides by that decimal. So get ready for that. 0.02776T. Let's divide both sides by this number and alright. T will be punch in these and round off. Always use an extra pair of parentheses around L. Be safe. I forgot. 0.0027776, right?
Yeah.
Alright. It's gonna take 21 years and some months. 1.77. It's about 1 month or 2 months. But we don't care. It says, what year will you be? What year will you be? So we started counting in 2000. We started measuring in 2000. So you add 21 years to 2000. What year you are? 2021. That's it then. In the year 2021, and a month later, maybe 2 months later, they will hit 90 million. Okay? Let's do Turkey. Look, can you guys just do all this on your mind instead of 9? It's gonna be same 90 million is the target. What is the initial value for Turkey? What is it? 60 what? 67.4. So this number changed to 67.4 and that one too. 67.4. Divide both sides by 67.4. Gone. Now, these two won't divide though. The ugly thing with Turkey is don't divide these two, it's not terminating. So I will keep this number as a ratio. Rate is different for Turkey. Rate is 0.086494. Okay, so we divide both sides by this number. And ln of this ratio divided by this number. Look, you can even do this on top of your head in the computer without even doing this algebra, but it's risky. Always show your work so you can spot mistakes if you need to. 90 million divided by the initial quantity of 67.4 divided by rate 9.4. Agree? It's gonna take a lot longer for Turkey to become 90 million population. It's 32 years and some partial months, some months. But we just need the year. So it is gonna be 2032 then. Right? All right. Looks like we are all done. It's been a long question, a lot of work. We solved only 2 questions today? Well, that's okay. We're not in a rush. Well, hopefully we'll finish the 2 next one, tomorrow, and we'll be done.
So,